Good morning, Flosstube. Hope everybody's doing really well. Um, Here we are again. I am Mom Shelly,
Son, Michael.
and we are the Stitching Duo. We're so glad that you've joined us again. We are a channel about cross stitch. We're really happy to be continuing our journey. I believe this is video number 9, and
hmm
this morning is January 7th. Here in upstate New York, it's a bit chilly. Trying to snow out today. It's been a little crazy this week. The weather, I
Huntsville,
don't know about
Indiana.
Michael and
It's cold.
Indiana, but it's been crazy. So my allergies
It's
are a little
cold.
out of control. So I apologize in advance for the sniffling. Um, During the week it was like 50 degrees, and now today, this weekend, it's going to be 30. So it's just crazy, crazy how our weather's just changing, especially for January. But again, we're so excited that you're with us, and hope that you enjoy our episode today. We have a lot of things to talk about, and towards the end will be my WIP Parade, which I thought that I had a ton more, but really I have 17, and they're just really big projects because I do try to do a lot of smaller things in between my larger projects. So, but I do have about 17 to show everybody. So I hope that you all like them. And I think some of you you've already seen that I've been working on.
Yes, you
So
heard
we
her
wanted to thank
correctly.
everybody.
17.
17. Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully those will get dwindled down with WIPCO. And then next year, we always are planning ahead. So for next year, I have a bunch of new starts that I want to do. So that I'm sure will bring up my WIP pile. Don't worry, it'll make it go high. We want to thank everybody that's been watching, that's left comments. I want to thank Becca from Stanbury Stitches. She does, for Michael's group, for the male stitchers as well, she does the interview with the floss tubers. And if nobody's gone out to watch them or to her channel, you definitely need to go do that. She's done some amazing interviews. I found a lot of new floss tubers that way. And she's got a lot of gentlemen that she interviews as well. So you should go out there and check her video list, and if you want to check in on some of the gentlemen that stitch. But she does a great job. She does a great job with that. And we're getting close to our 100 subscribers. We have 11 to go. So I'm super excited about that. Thank you all so much. So 11 more, and then we are going to do a drawing for a gift certificate to one of our favorite local needlework stores. So our LNS. So super excited. So I hope in the next couple weeks we get those 11 so we can do that drawing and give one lucky person a gift certificate so they can treat themselves a little bit. So that'll be really fun. Um, so any updates from you, Michael, about weather? Anything?
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. I know. So the last couple of weeks, we've been away for like 3 weeks. We try to come in every 2 weeks, but with Christmas and the holidays and New Year. So my husband and I traveled up to Michigan, which was really fun. We traveled a day earlier than normal because they were getting a snowstorm. Yeah, it was crazy. So we traveled up on a Thursday before Christmas and ended up getting stuck. We stayed with our best friends up there, and we ended up not being able to leave the house on Friday till Saturday afternoon to go to my sister-in-law's for Christmas Eve. So it was really cold. It was below zero temps for the whole time we were there, pretty much. I was really surprised in how really, really cold it got up there. And then we came back the day before New Year's, and traffic was good. We were really lucky. Our traveling days were great. It was just in between. So we got to spend time with our family, which was wonderful. Both of our moms and my sister-in-law came in from Phoenix, and it was just really nice just to be with family, even though it was really cold. We had a really good time.
Crazy how going up north, you hit winter weather.
Yes, I know. Yeah, Michigan hasn't been too bad though. I didn't think the last few years they not like when we were kids. When I was a kid, I mean, we would get blizzards, I swear, every summer. and especially in the 70s, it was awful. But they haven't gotten too bad until this
In
last
the
week. They
summer?
really got hit with that storm.
Blizzards in the summer?
I'm sorry, what?
You said blizzards in the summer.
This summer?
Yeah, you said summer.
Oh, did I say summer? I mean winter. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Oh, well, everyone knows what I mean, winter
Uh-huh.
time. But when I was a
Uh-huh.
kid, yeah, we had a good time, and we had this big hill at Vets Park, and everybody would go down there and slide down. It was just a really, really fun time and great, great childhood memories. So I guess we will get started because you're really here to hear about all of our stitching and what we have planned for the next couple weeks. Our WIP Go. We're going to talk about Michael's Facebook group, the 75,000 challenge, Stitch Challenge, which is going really well. So I think we'll just get started. What do you think?
That's good.
Okay. So do you, Michael, have any FFOs?
I do not.
You do? Okay. You do not. Okay. I have a couple. I have two, and because you travel in a car, so I was stitching. So I got two pieces of my Stitching with the Housewives series, the calendar crates. So I finished November, which is Farm Fresh Cranberries.
Oh, that turned out really good.
Thank you. I really like it. I love the autumn colors. It's just so pretty, so pretty. And then I got started December. So I started with the ornament and I got the cute little ornament done.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't that cute? I love the little reindeer, the little reindeer right here. He's so cute. Isn't he cute?
I like
So
I like the peppermint numbers.
yeah, it's just it was just yeah, it's great. And I've just started the December one. So I kind of use that series is to go to the doctor's appointments and in the car because it's really easy to do. It's on 14 count Ada. So that those will get done probably a little bit slower. Um, do you have any
And
new
wait on
starts,
Slowpoke
Michael?
Dad.
hmm do you have any new starts?
I do have a new start. I actually got quite a few things this week. Uh,
Oh, you started a few things?
yeah. So, I don't know how many people follow GaRon Stitchery and do the designer focus. Um, but this month is for the Blue Flower Designs. Um, and I chose um the what you call it? It's called Stitcher's Gonna Stitch pattern. Is a free one because well, I'm on budget, so anything free is for me. Um,
Yeah, off the
so this
website.
is how far I've gotten.
Oh, it's cute. I like that.
I started yesterday.
Yeah, that's great.
So I started that's
Good.
my new start so far.
Right, great. I have a new start as well for the blue flower, but it's really a new start, and I have it in my WIP parade. So I'll show that one. That'll be the first one that I show when I get started on that a little bit later today, in our little episode. So, but I did start the blue flower, the saltwater scrapbook, which was part of a collaboration with Lindy Stitches. So that's been really fun stitching so far today, this week as well. So while I was in Michigan, we have a local LNS there, the Stitching Well, and they carry a lot
Best
of, if
place
anybody,
ever.
yeah, it's amazing little store. They've been there a long time. Several generations have run the store and they're still going strong. They carry, if anybody's looking for like some unicorns, the patterns that they haven't been able to find, I would give the Stitching Well in Bay City, Michigan a call. I will put their information in our description box. They carry a lot of old patterns as well. So they carry a lot of stuff from the 80s, the 90s, and even before that.
I
A
carry
lot of their patterns
everything.
are, yeah, a lot of their patterns are separated by subject, but they can tell you where anything is. They carry a lot of new stuff as well. But I noticed when I was there, there was a lot of older patterns, and um, I would say anybody that is looking, give them a call. They might have it, and that would be great. So I did pick up, obviously, I picked up a few things while I was there. Um, they had
You,
just some
you
some really,
pick up a few things?
yeah,
No.
me, right? I can't go there and not. So it was really fun, and yeah, it was really good time. And we've gotten to know the owners, actually know my husband's family. So it's really nice. And we just kind of chit chat. My husband talks to them while I'm shopping. And there's a nice little area for the husbands or spouses that they can sit down and have a cup of coffee. It's great. So while I was there, I picked up a new Mill Hill kit, which is Timberline Santas. I thought that he was really cute.
Oh, that is
Little
cute.
Santa, isn't he cute? I love the plaid. I just love the plaid on his little jacket. And then I picked up two blackbirds, and I honestly don't know if they are out of print or not, but this one is called The March of the Daffodils, and it's got three little stockings for like St.
Oh, those
Patrick's,
are cute.
which are, well, yes, they are. And I'm trying to get more like Easter and St. Patrick's and Valentine's Day to put on my pencil tree because I keep a tree all year long and I like to decorate it for each season. So those are
Mm.
going to be really cute. And then this is the same for Valentine's Day. It's Blackbird design and it's Love is in the Air, and there's three of them as well. Aren't they
Ooh, I like
cute?
the
I really
flowers.
like, yeah, and this one, I love the little birdie right there. Isn't he cute? Yep. So I'm definitely going to do those. Then she had a box of Mirabilias, and I've really been getting into those lately. Um, the Globetrotting Stitcher out in Seattle, Amy, she did the Royal Holiday, and I absolutely loved it. So I had to get that one. So I got the Royal
Ooh,
Holiday.
that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? I absolutely love the colors, just absolutely gorgeous. And then I have another mermaid, the Aphrodite mermaid. Isn't she gorgeous?
I like
Just
the
look at those
blues.
colors. They're just beautiful. Yeah. The bottom of, yeah, the tail is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then a friend of mine designs cross stitch. She is Delaney Woods Treasures. She's on Etsy, and she is more of what do I want to say? More like she does a lot more of the Quakers, the more those kind of designs. So she's got a couple out that I just picked up, and this one is called the Lucky Biscornu, and it is like another St. Patrick's Day.
That's cute. I like the design.
So she does a lot of like the Quaker primitive, those kind of designs. And then here is the reindeer and holly stocking.
That's awesome. I like that.
Isn't that cute? Yeah, I love that one too. I just love like how the reindeer are like flying along, and that's really, really cute. So that was my haul from Christmas time being up north. Do you have any haul?
I do have haul. I
You
really do.
do? That is awesome. Let's see it.
So,
Because I haven't seen it yet.
no. So this one I was gifted for Christmas, but once I have it made, I have to re-gift it back to my sister-in-law.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did hear about that one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
The Beauty and the
I'm
Beast. Hmm.
I've I've added it to my WIP Go board instead of uh something else I had on there.
Mhm.
So,
Very nice.
and then my mother-in-law knows I love cross stitching, so she asked me what she could get me for Christmas. I said, well, anything cross stitch, I love. So
Great.
she got me um
There you
it's
go.
called the log cabin front porch, and it is
That's
absolutely
beautiful.
gorgeous.
It is beautiful. I can't wait for you to start that and just see
I
how
know
that comes
I'm
together. That's beautiful.
I'm
Mhm.
excited. The only thing I'm concerned with is some of the porch is gonna be a little bit on the confetti side.
That's going to be heavy confetti, I bet. Along, yeah, and like the greenery, out in the
But
all of the
but
trees
once it's
and
done,
yeah,
it is going to be awesome. And
yeah.
what I really like is about both of these ones that I got, they're all pre-sorted.
Yeah, it's all sorted. Yeah. That's really nice because then you don't have to try to sort kit threads because that usually I have to do during the day, especially if you have a lot of colors together. That's awesome. I can't wait for you to start that. That's going to be great.
And then, as we talked in our last video, while my parents were visiting, we did an early Christmas. Here are some of the things she got me.
Yeah, we did Christmas over
Thingies.
Thanksgiving. Hmm.
I can't remember if Kayla or you got me this, but I got this.
I think Kayla got you that.
Um, some of these.
Yep.
A new pair of scissors.
Yep. Those are cute.
Uh, bookie marks.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Needles, because, cross stitchers, we can't go without our needles.
Right.
Seam ripper to
Hmm.
help
That's
do
great for
those
Froggy.
those frog sessions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Needle case.
Mhm.
Oh, and look, more needles.
I don't know about you, Michael, but every project has a needle. I just leave a needle in all of my whips, all my projects, and then or break one or I lose one down the chair. You really need as many needles as you can have. Well, great. That's awesome. Nice. So you have a lot of goodies to get started on for new starts.
Hmm.
Great. Yay. Awesome.
Except I'll have to wait
So
until all my whips are done.
yeah. Yeah, this is really a whip year for us. Michael and I decided this year we're working whips with WIPCO and we've given ourselves 5 new starts. Except we have an exception. Like I have a couple gifts to make for the year, so those we can kind of, put throughout. But we're gonna do 5 new starts, and I think my first new start, I'm gonna wait till Valentine's Day and start my
Yeah,
first one on
yeah. One
Valentine's Day.
one of our exceptions is the designer focus. We're both gonna try and do one for each month that they have put out
So
on
we
the
have made a
list.
few, yeah, yeah.
So,
So we've made a
um,
few
but but
exceptions,
but
and there's
but
a
when it
couple
comes to
on that
like our
list.
yeah, when it comes to our big starts, we're trying to
Right,
limit ourselves to 5 this year.
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a couple on the GaRon Focus. I've not done any of their stitching or their patterns. So I'm excited to try a couple new designers too. That's going to be really fun. Um, so that's your whips. Do you have for your whips, do you have any progress to show on any of your whips?
I do. I really do.
That I thought. The one I'm really excited to see. Yes.
So, um, which which um one of these is for WhipGo.
Hmm.
Um, so anyone who follows with Go, number 6 and 10 were called.
Right.
So my number 6 was to work on my Iowa project that I'm working for my dad. Um,
Hmm.
so I was actually able to get the task done this week. It was work on it for 5 days. Um, so I got a good amount done on it.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Um, it kind of sucks when I get into the names because it's a lot of color switching,
So where
you
were
know.
you at when you started your 5 days?
So when I
Do
started,
you know like where you were at on that?
yeah, so everything
Lift
from
it up
this
just a little
edge,
bit. Lift it
so
and
everything
there you
from
go.
this edge over
Hmm.
is new.
Okay, that's
So,
great. Awesome. Yeah, he's going to love that. I can't wait for that
oh,
to be
oh,
done and put up.
I forgot one of my hauls.
Okay.
My wife got me this.
Disney Princess Cross Stitch. Oh, nice. Oh, that's great.
So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm going to try and put together my own pattern kind of ish. I'm gonna try
Mhm.
and um incorporate at some point all of the princesses into one pattern.
You could do that. You could make like a banner, like something long, do like a long banner, or you could just do it on a big piece and put them like four across
Yeah,
or three down. But even a banner would be neat to have them all come
yeah,
right
because
down the banner.
I think it
Depends how many there are.
there's 11, so I guess what I could do is
Oh,
I could do 4 rows and do like three, 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 and two.
yep, you could do that. And this would give you great experience if you wanted to go to a higher count, to do like a 32 count. So it would be, which is a 16 if you're going to use Ada, but yeah, that would be really neat. Yeah, to have it on one and then
Mhm.
backstitch the name under each one or something, and then yeah, put that up. That would be beautiful. Yeah, she would love that. Hmm. That would
Yeah.
be great. Okay, so any more whips from you?
Yes, I have one. I need to grab it because I forgot to get it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone knows I've been working on a project for my mother-in-law.
Hmm. Which was for Christmas, but yeah.
And this is where I'm at.
Oh, great. Wow, you've really gotten far. You've gotten that whole middle one done since I've seen it last. That's
Uh,
great. The colors look
so
wonderful on that fabric.
yeah, so once I finish the designer focus and I finish my other whip go, I'm going back to this.
Great. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you really only have one more jar, right? Just one more jar and then
Yeah.
the greenery.
Um, I
Okay.
I I, I imagine once I get back to this, it won't take me very long.
Yeah.
I only
That's
I
really
only have
pretty.
I only have about a third of the pattern left.
Right. She'll love that. Yeah. She'll love that. Did you show it to her for Christmas?
I did.
Yeah.
She's very excited.
Oh, good. Awesome. That's really pretty. I love the Yeah, the fabric's perfect color. Absolutely perfect.
I love dimension projects.
Hmm.
They're one of
Yeah.
a kind. They're
Hmm.
amazing.
They're really good. Yeah. They're really, really good. Yep. Okay, so I guess we will go into so Michael talked a little bit about WIPCO. So I have two, I decided to do two boards with all kinds of stuff on it from finishing to some of my two smaller projects that I had. So two of my WIP goes are in my WIP parade, so I'll tell you about those when I get there. But two of them I was able to finish. So the one of them is a Sunset Caribbean, which is an EGA, an embroidery guild project. So I'm not going to show that one because it's still back there in my project bag. I haven't got to it yet. But my other one is the Christmas List by Silver Creek Samplers, and that's in my WIP parade. That's going to be coming out next week for 15 days. But I had two finishes that I wanted to finish, and so I got one board, two numbers done. The one is the Cricket Collection, the Spring Patches. I did the bunny and the egg, which I absolutely love those colors. I just think it's so cute. And I think I'm going to make it into a table runner for my kitchen table for Easter time. So here it is.
That is cute.
Cute. And
I
so,
love I love the design on the egg. It's like a
yeah,
patchwork egg.
it is. It's just, it's like patchwork, almost like, like a quilt, like a patchwork quilt.
Hmm.
But yeah, I really, and the colors are just so soft and pretty. So I really, really like that. So again, here it is a little better so you can see
That's
it.
great. I love it.
Sorry, that was my husband that just popped in to say bye. He's running out. So there's that one. And then I have had the Well Hello, the one that they did with the buttons, like Hello October, Hello December. Um, and it's actually in the other room, the pattern. I'm sorry, I should have brought that in. Because I'm sending that on to Michael because I know he wanted to do them. But I got the buttons. I ordered the buttons from Keepsakes in Ohio, in Cincinnati. And so I attached a bunch of them and there. So this one is finished as well. So here's a couple of them I thought I would show you. I thought the buttons are really cute.
Oh, nice.
And then here's December. Aren't those so cute? Couple of
Are.
these I have fabric attached because I'm making them into pillows to hang on like a doorknob is what I wanted to do. And they're not ironed, so I apologize for that. So here's like September. And I just thought they were really, the buttons are just so cute. And then here is November.
Hey, my month.
Yeah, so your birthday month. And so those are so I got them all through the whole month. So those are just a few of them. So I have two squares on my whipco board done. I'm so excited. So on my Sunset Caribbean, my friend needs to help me with that because that's some specialty stitches from the Embroiders Guild, and she's going to help me with that one. But when I get to my whips, I will show you the Christmas list where I'm at on that one. And my goal for whip go for the Christmas list is 15 days. So I'm going to be starting that on Sunday and working on that for 15 days. So that's
15
exciting. I'm
days.
excited. Yeah, because last year's whip coat didn't go so well. So I'm very excited that I have two boxes done. Yay! I almost want to have a party because it's great. So yeah.
I
So
already got a box done.
yeah, you have one box, right? You have one.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you only have one board. I have two.
Yes.
I have two boards. Yeah. So do we can go into my whip parade. So now we can go into my whip parade. So I have everything piled right here. So just bear with me as I go through each one. I have my little index card and some fabrics I just were in my stash that I pulled or I picked up. I picked up some fabric at StitchCon, and before Michael and I decided we were going to start doing videos, and you know how you just take the tag and I just kind of threw it away, which in hindsight I really should be keeping some of those, but so I have some Fortnite fabrics that I picked up there, that I have a couple projects that I and just stuff from my stash that I started things on, and a couple really old projects that I really, really need to get some time in and really get them done.
Which is
So
the
I'll go
point of this
ahead.
year.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. And so here we go. So my first one is this is also the GaRon Focus, which is the blue flower and Lindy stitches. This is the saltwater scrapbook, which is this one. So
Oh
the
yeah,
blue
you sent
flower
that
did
to me. I
4 of
forgot that's what you were gonna
those.
work on.
Yeah. And then Lindy stitches, she's got the other 5. So I'm not doing them separately, I'm doing them together. So I'm going to do them all in this, like, in one piece. And
I
with
like
my
the boat.
husband being, a Navy veteran and we have so much nautical stuff in our home, I thought this was absolutely, absolutely perfect. So I'm doing this on 18 count color and cotton. Over the Moon is the name of the fabric. And this is the start that I have.
Oh, nice.
So that's the first little square on the bottom. And then I've been working up on the borders a little bit.
Moving along.
So yeah, yeah. So so that is that one. So I'm working on
One
that
down,
today
16 to go.
again, and then my WIPCO starts tomorrow. So yeah, 16. I can't even track 16. Okay. So my Mirabilia, oh yeah, this goes this way. So I'm working on Lady Justice. So this is Lady Justice. Absolutely loving this one. She
That one's
is
a
on
pretty one.
16 count. Huh?
I said that's a pretty one. I can't wait to see
I
that one
absolutely love it.
finished.
The colors are just beautiful, beautiful. So I'm doing this on 16 count Fortnite fabrics. And I'm sorry that I don't have the it's a blue, and it's kind of like a blue background. I don't have the name of it. But I'm using all the called for threads, the beads, the specialty threads. So here we are on this one. You see that?
Hmm.
So this
Starting
is
to come
like part of
together.
her dress. This is like the ribbon of her dress that's coming down. So that's where I
You've
am on
made some
that.
progress on that one.
Yeah, so I worked on this green part of her dress when I went to Michigan. Yeah.
Nice.
So I took, I don't know about y'all, but when I travel, I always take way more than I really need. So I took 4 or 5 projects for a week. But so I was able just to get a little bit into that. So I was really excited about that. And I'm loving it. It's just I can't say enough wonderful things. I'm just loving it. So then my next one is another Mirabilia, which is the Twisted Mermaids. And I just love the colors and the specialty threads in this one. It's just so
Oh, yeah,
pretty.
that
The
one's gonna
Karen
be
water
pretty.
lilies. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. So this one is on 28 count color and cotton. I belong to their monthly club and I've gotten some just beautiful fabrics from them. And this, I believe, is called Sea Mist. I know it's sea, but I'm not sure if it's Sea Mist, but I feel confident in that, but I could be wrong. So I have a very small start on this one. So this is where I started. But the greens that I'm starting are just beautiful, absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. So I'm excited to continue to work on that one as well. And these are all on my Whipco boards too, as well. Okay, so my next one is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello by Liz Matthews. I This is just another really, really nice pattern. And I really need to start taking my patterns out of the plastic for our floss tube so that you guys can see these a little better. So
Oh
here
yeah,
is All Hallows
that's
Eve
the one you started when you were here.
at Thanksgiving. Yep. So I started this one at Michael and Kayla's on Thanksgiving, which I don't think I had the pumpkin done yet. So this was one I took to Michigan, and the one day we were all just sitting around chit chatting and whatnot. I was stitching, so I got the
Oh
pumpkin done.
wow. You've got
So
quite a
I
bit
got
done
the
on it.
Yep. So and then this one is done on 36 count needle and flax. So I have this pumpkin. So I have this pumpkin right here. This is the one that I have done. So I'm really liking the fabric. The fabric's
Looks like
just, it's
you
just
finally
beautiful.
figured out the border.
Oh yeah, around the pumpkin. Yeah. We had a little frogging on Thanksgiving with this one when I got started. But this is also called Dirty Teacup is the name of the fabric for needle and flax. And I got that at the hobby house when I went to the hobby house. And they're in Pittsford. They are in Pittsford, New York. And let me write that down because I want to put that in there on our description box for you guys as well. Um, so the next one that I have is Electra. She's a Nora Corbett. So do you see a thing here like big projects, big projects? So here she is, and she's a restart. Let me tell you the story about this one. So I was starting her and I was doing really well, and
Miscounted.
I was doing like all of the black, down through here. And then I got down to the bottom and nothing matched. And it was so far off. I'm like, okay, we're just going to restart her. We're just going to restart her. So she has been restarted on 28 count color and cotton maple leaf with all the called for DMC. Now, I didn't get very far. I think there's 100 stitches here. So this is just the start, one of the starts on her dress. So very, very tiny, tiny start.
Mom, have I been a bad influence to you
No, I don't think so.
with all
So
these
there's
big
that one.
projects?
I don't know why, but I like big projects. I enjoy them. I just am not a full coverage big project person. I've
Like
tried.
me.
It's just too overwhelming for me, and it like almost makes me want to like just throw it away. I can't do it anymore. It's yeah, but we're getting there. Okay. So the
I'm doing them for you, so you
yes,
can live
he is.
vicariously
And
through
I
me.
really, and our next video, you should show the one that I sent to you or I brought you. We, being in Michigan, there was a full coverage called the Saginaw Bay. And that's where we live off the Saginaw Bay up in Michigan. And it has a lighthouse and the water and it's beautiful. And my husband loves the lighthouse and I got it and I thought I could do it. I started it. No, not for me. I can't, I just am not I'm just not a full coverage. And the people that do full coverage, I think they are amazing. Like they have done so many that I've seen. They're just beautiful. They're parking their threads. It's amazing. And Michael does a great job. So I handed it off to him. So we'll see how he does for
And
me.
if anyone wants to know what parking is, it's this.
Right. He's gotten the hang of it, which I think is great. I I can't get it.
I
Maybe if
do.
I work harder
I'm
at it, I can
starting to do it on my
probably.
big projects.
Yeah,
Smaller projects like these smaller ones I've been showing. I've not
right,
been doing it just because it's not worth the
right.
time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the small things. Yeah. So my next one is Teresa Kogut. I love her designs. Land that I love, and I am doing this as a stitch along with my best friend who's a stitcher as well. So we are both doing this one, and it's like I said, it's Land that I love. Just
I really
beautiful,
like
absolutely
that one.
beautiful. Yes. So this one is 20 count. I'm doing on 20 count, Fortnite fabrics, and the fabric is called Intense. I'm doing it, it was more on an, I think, a neutral color that the um the piece was done on, but I have picked more of a very like sage green. It's kind of a light green. And when I put the colors on it, I just really liked this. Sometimes you can change, you just change up your fabrics or your threads if you want something to look a little different. I'm using all the called for threads, all the Weeks Dye Works, all the called for threads. So I've just started the border. So I showed this, I believe, last time, but I'm just on the border. But this is the color green, if you can see the
Did you
modeling of
did
that.
you finally figure out the corner?
Yes, so I'm only off by like a couple stitches. I just have to tear the little corner out. I found my error, so it's not like all the way back at the beginning. So that will be pretty easy for me to fix because I was doing the border and it didn't meet. So I'm like, yeah. Okay, now I have a project these next two projects are very old. This one I started at a retreat in 2018. Yes, 2018. So that's been almost 5 years ago. So I did the whole picture. It's really beautiful. It's for my husband. It's called Ship Ahoy. I got it out of a UK magazine. Isn't this beautiful? He will just love this
Mm-hmm.
one. So I have the stitching done. Okay. And this is pretty large. So Michael, tell me if you can see this.
Uh,
So here
pull it
it
back a
is.
little bit. There we go.
So here is this. Okay. So, but do you see all the back stitching that needs to be done? Do you see how much back stitching I have done? Just this little piece. It, a lot of this back stitching requires the pouching method. So I have to, and I've just been putting it off and putting it off because I'm just not, I used to back stitch a lot, a lot of patterns always had a lot of back stitching and now, some patterns don't have quite as much these days, but I cannot seem to get myself to sit down and back stitch on this one. So this one is on
Just
the
send it to
WIPCO
me.
board.
I'll do it.
Okay. So so the WIPCO board, it's on the WIPCO board, so it's gonna make me sit down for 10 days to work on it. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna give myself a goal, 30 minutes a day for 10 days. I should be able to get the back stitching done because a lot of the sales are a long piece of thread and then you just have to couch it in with a couple little stitches. I don't know why I'm struggling. I just can't seem to get it done. I just can't. So that is the same with this one. So when we moved here to the PA, New York area in 2016, I had to think for a minute.
Uh,
I met my embroiderers
18.
guild and no, you were married in 15. I moved here in
Yeah,
16.
16. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to my very first retreat with the local needlework store here. And there was a lady at the retreat that was showing on the show and tell table the Jim Shore 12 Days of Christmas. Oh my, it was stunning. It was beautiful. I must have this. So this is the pattern. Okay, I'm going to do some up close ones so you can see. Aren't those squares just gorgeous?
Oh, you need to send
So
that to me.
I'm working on the little drummer boy. I'm working on this. I'm right here. Okay. I started this one in 2018 too. And it's all the called for colors, all the beads. I have all the buttons. I have it all. I ordered the whole entire kit for my LNS. I said, just kit it up for me. So it's on 32 count linen and it's all DMC. Okay, so here is one square. One.
Hmm.
So I really need to look on it. I don't know if you can see real close, but this is like the border right here. It's a really light yellow. So this is 32 count and
Almost like a light gold.
yeah. So with the buttons and the beads, there's, some missing there because like at the top, this is going to be all beading like right in here. And where, you don't see this, you don't see some stitches. So I only have one square done, 5 years, one square. So this is going to retreats with me this year and it's on my Wickle board. Must make some progress on that. It's
So,
just beautiful. I
so
mean,
what
just
you have like
beautiful.
45 days on it on one of your squares?
I think that one is a 30 day. I have put that one on. I know, I'm crazy. What can I say? So then when, a lot of us were at home during COVID, when we had to be home mandatory, Long Dog Samplers put out a pattern, and it was called Pandemic. Many of us, I've seen many people working on this in the floss tube world, and she put a pattern out and you could download it for free which was amazing that she did that for us. So this is the pattern. It is Long Dog Samplers, and this was for the pandemic. So I started this, and red and blues are my favorite color. So I started with red. I'm doing the 666 DMC, and right in here is the dates. Like she incorporated the date, like 2020 there. And I really liked it. So I've got a little bit started. And I have to remember, I think I'm on the bot. No, where am I at? Oh yeah, this right here. It started here. So I just pulled a piece of my stash, 18 count cream Ada, nothing special for this one. But so this is where I'm at in this.
Oh wow.
So it's
It's
yeah.
starting to look really good.
So so I like to work on this one, like I'll work on this one in an airport or traveling because it's just one color. So I really would like to get back to this one and get that done as well. I think that one's going to be really pretty. Okay, we're halfway through my pile, I think.
You have a lot to work on this year.
I have a lot, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I know I'm crazy. I'm crazy. So the next one is, again, I'm sorry for my sniffles. My allergies are just crazy. This one is called Let Love Reign, which is another one by Teresa Kogut. And it's out of this book right here, if you're looking for the book. And it's this pattern right here.
Oh
I
yeah,
just love
that's
all
the
the
one that's got the
blues.
pretty
And
flowers on it.
blues are just such, I love, well. So there's that. So I'm not very far. I got the little tree done, and I'm starting the little doggy. Be cute. And I'm using all of the called for colors, all of the specialty threads for that one. And I am doing that one on 32 count. Oh, my lighting. I'm doing that one on 32 count ice blue linen. So very pale, pale blue, Zweigart. And on the Zweigart. So it's really pretty. And I got that one at Hobby House as well. Um, I like to go there, and they're really good with taking a pattern and maybe not choosing the fabric it calls for, but pulling the colors and pulling different fabrics and seeing like which fabric do you really want to use. And I did end up changing
Hmm.
fabric color on that as well. Okay, so the next one is GaRon Stitchery does boxes through the year. Their Halloween and Christmas. So I did their Christmas box earlier this year. I think that was in July, I think. Um, so it was a surprise, mystery box. So the mystery box was really fun. It was a Rosewood Manor, and it was Oh Santa. It was our patterns. So we have this one, and then you have two little ones at the bottom, a ho ho and the snowflake pillow. So I have started the snowflake. Let me tell you, you're gonna laugh when you see my start because I wanted it to say I started it. I really did start it. So here's my start. Two
A
stitches.
whopping 2 stitches.
I mean 2 stitches. So that is also on my WIP board. I want to do both pillows and then the Santa, so that I can put the pillows and up for decoration. So this is on, I picked the 18 count box. So my fabrics in here are 18 count. So as we go along through the year, I will show you, progress in the different fabrics. We got a little needle minder and little fabrics to back the pillows and everything. So it was a really neat, and it was a really fun surprise box. I really enjoyed it. So now I'm going to go to Little House Needleworks. and I got the pattern Kringles. It's almost like it reminds me kind of like a department store, you know. So this is Kringles. I think
Mm,
Michael, you've seen me working on this one.
yeah.
So I got that, and instead of putting Kringles in the middle here for the name, I'm going to put our last name because I thought it would be kind of neat. So I'm going to rechart it and put our last name there. So we'll see how that goes. But this is all called for threads. It's called for fabric, and I got the 18 count. And at that time, I ordered it from 123 Stitch. And here is my start, the one window. So it's really cute. The little pie, you see the like the little pie and cupcakes, and just really, really cute.
You
So I really
you
liked
you
that.
got you got to do some work on that one.
Yeah, so I really need to get some work done on that one as well. Okay. All right, we're getting there. A couple more. Okay, so Glendon Place, that's another designer that I really like. She does, this is part 3 of 4, but what I'm doing, it's called Spooktown Square. Spooktown Square. And this is how it will look when it's all done. So these are the little squares.
I want that one when you're done.
Yeah, I thought you'd. And so this one has 4 separate charts, and in each chart there's, there's the 4 squares. And then the big piece in the middle. So this one is on a 28 count Fortnite fabrics with kind of like a very light purple. This I just pulled out of my stash. So this is where I'm at on this one. So I got the fire department and that done. And then I went across and got the whole border across just to make sure I knew I had enough fabric, but just to make sure that all went well. So I have the one square done. So this one, is done. And then this one is started right here. Blood bank has been started. So they're really cute little squares. And and it's been really fun stitching it. And it did go pretty quick when I did start.
So
That might be
so
one I should do a
so
square
mom,
a month. If I did a square a month, I'd have it done, you know.
so mom,
Yeah. Yes.
um, how long is the list of things I want you to send me?
Probably pretty long.
Is
A
it
lot of
growing?
things I stitch, yes. And when I finish, he's like, "Can I have that pattern?" Sure. So if it's a pattern that I know I'm not going to stitch again, I've been pretty much giving all my patterns to Michael so that that helps build up his stash and things that he might want to do or Kayla might want him to do. So yeah. Okay, now we've gotten to my Christmas list, which is part of my WIP Go, which starts Sunday for 15 days. Might do a little longer. I don't know. We'll see. I love this one as well. This one I have on 28 count, color and cotton, the cashel linen, light blue. Um, and here's where I'm at right now.
Nice. Hot cocoa, pies and cookies.
Huh? Yep. So I have the hot cocoa, pies and cookies, Old Saint Nick, peppermint, and then this is the pattern.
That's actually gonna be quite big.
Hmm. Yeah. It's going to be 7.2 by 20.5. That's just the
Wow.
design size when it's done. So yeah, so it's going to be a nice like I'm going to make it into a banner, and I think I'm going to put the hook at the top. Yeah. Um, okay. We are down to one or two more. So Nutcracker Village. Country Cottage Needleworks does a lot of the little houses and they make villages. There's a couple other ones that people are doing as well, but I have chosen the Nutcracker one with the Christmas theme. This is on 32 count Zweigert, the raw opalescent. I'm doing all the called for threads, which is DMC, and I'm doing it on one piece. GaRon Stitchery last year did this as a series. So I signed up for their series and I got it was like 9 patterns. So I got one each month which was great. And when I also got the fabric, I'm not very far. So I've started from the bottom, and the first one I'm doing is the music. And so here's my tiny little start. Just some
You gotta start
snow.
somewhere.
And with that, we also were able to I got the Nutcracker bag too. Isn't it
Ooh, I
cute?
like that.
That's so cute.
Next
So,
time I visit, I may steal that.
maybe. So then I got some of the other, so here's like all the rest of the patterns, but I wanted to show you so they're all different houses. They're really, really, really cute. And then this is the one that really goes in the middle, which is the Nutcracker Village. That
That's
cute.
cool.
So I'm working on the very bottom right. That's where I'm starting this one. So let me put it away real quick since it's right here. And then, as I said, the calendar crates I'm doing, those are kind of like my travel pieces I take with me, like in the car, at a doctor's office, somewhere like that. So I have started December. So this is the December one, which I think is so cute. Santa's Reindeer Feed Company. Priscilla comes up with the best, just the absolute best names and cute patterns. So here's where I'm at. Not very far, just working on some of the white. And I'm using all the classic color works, all of that. And this is on 14 count, the chalkboard black fabrics. So, and I joined that series as well. That's I think that was last year. And I did that through the Fat Quarter Shop. So there you go. There are all my whips. You enjoyed that. Some are a lot farther than others, some are at the very beginning. So my goal is that
Some
WIPCO
have two
will
stitches.
make major progress in my whips. Major progress. That is my goal. So there we are. Mom's whips. So so I'm glad if you stuck around for that. I hope you like things I was working on. Um, and if you have any questions about any of them or the fabric or anything, please leave us a comment and we'll get to that. We'll get to that as soon as we can. I was a little delayed in responding to a comment this on our last video just because we were out of town and whatnot. But just thanks everybody again for your comments and your likes, and we really appreciate everybody following us
I
along. It's
do.
been
I
really
really
fun
do.
so far. Yeah. So really we I've got some plans for the next 2 weeks, and then obviously we'll record again in 2 weeks. My plans for 2 weeks is working on the Christmas list and my Sunset Caribbean, the two other WIPCO squares to get those done, which I'm super excited about. And I maybe throw in some finishing. I'm starting to do some of my own finishing. So I think I'm gonna throw some of that in maybe over the weekend. So how is your plans, Michael?
So, before I get to my plans, as I talked about last video, I'm starting a 75,000
Oh, that's
stitch
right. Yes.
challenge.
Yes. Yes.
Um, I have created a Facebook page, um, for anyone actually it's a group, um, for anyone who wants to join in, follow my progress, mm, all of that. So far, it's been a blast, and people are having a real fun go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
um, I am going to be um, posting a video every Sunday, um, of my progress. And then at the end of each month, so probably every like fourth or fifth week, um, I am going to do like kind of like a small WIP parade kind of thing for the month of what I've worked on.
Oh, great.
Um, and then that way everyone can kind of see my progress through the year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
also, as Mom talked about earlier, I have a men's group. It's called The Great Men of Stitching, with an exclamation mark. Can't forget that. Um, in any guys out there that just want a safe place to be able to
Mhm.
stitch and show their stuff, and not feel like possibly having someone go, oh, why are you doing that, you're a guy, da da da. Feel free to join.
Mhm.
It's what it's for.
Yeah.
I think I have like 5 or 6 guys so far, and it's good. um and then my plans for the next 2 weeks is to, which I couldn't find it, um, is working on square 10 of my WIP Go board, which is treasure time, to open that up and get started on that and do 5 days.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna finish the GaRon Stitchery focus because I'm plowing through
Mhm.
that pretty quick. Um, and then I'm hoping to work on and finish the gift for my mother-in-law. Um,
Mhm.
so um, if I have any time after that, I'll probably start working on Iowa some more. I really want to try and get that done sooner rather than later, so I can give that to my dad.
Right.
So
Maybe Father's Day. That would be nice.
I'm gonna try.
But
We'll
we'll
see.
see. Yeah. 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 Anytime he would be very appreciative. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm hoping no later than this summer, but we'll see.
Yeah. 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 He will love, anything that has to do with the USS Iowa, the battleship. So he's quite a big part of that. But he was on board for 5 years and he's a big part of their Veterans Association. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
actually our
mean,
reunion this year is in June out there on the ship in California.
I mean,
So
I know for my father it was a very dramatic
mhm.
experience, I just wanted to make something that he can that he can take of that moment that can be
Mhm.
cherished,
Mhm.
and be something meaningful instead of something
Right. Or the
dramatic.
sadness. For
Yeah.
many people that may not know, April 19th of 1989, while he was aboard, Turret 2 exploded, killed 47 men. Many were our friends. We were married at that time. I was working at the hospital there in Norfolk when I heard about it. He was at sea. Very, very sad time. We meet every year on April 19th. There's two memorials. There's one in Norfolk, Virginia, on the base where the plaque is. And then now that the ship is a museum in California, we also meet out there every April 19th. And the reunion, the Veterans Association goes out there every 3 years for their reunion. And it's just a real surreal time, time for the men to get together. A lot of times it's their therapy to be together.
Mm.
It was very traumatic. The ship came back in 1989 from the explosion and 6 weeks later left on a 6-month cruise. So a lot of the men really do have the PTSD. And so it's a good time that they are able to get together and talk one time a year. And then Michael's doing this remembrance piece for his dad, which he's just gonna love. It's gonna be good. So, that will be our plans for the next couple weeks. No travel plans, but I will be preparing for a retreat in March. Our one of the local shops here in Endicott, New York, that she does out of her home now. She's continuing to have retreats. So we're going to be going down to Stitchery. I'm going to be going down to Stitchery Row with a couple ladies in March, so I'll start preparing for that. But otherwise, should be a pretty quiet 2 weeks, I think. So we look forward. So please comment, get into any questions, give us an email, even. So the Michael will edit, and this will probably be out in a couple days. And again, we just thank you so much for joining us, and have a great couple weeks. Bye.